What is going on, guys? Grave here today. I'll talk about the new Overland sets we'll be seeing in update 46. So these are the Overland sets you'll be getting when adventuring around Solstice. None of these sets are really eye-catching to me. They're not bad by any means, but there's nothing great. But, of course, when all of this new update's out, subclassing's out, you may be able to find a way to use some of these sets. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. The new light set, the 3 Queens Wellspring. For 2 and 3 and 4 piece bonus, you're going to get a max magic bonus. And for the 5 piece bonus, you're going to get adding 1 magic recovery for every 100 max magic you have, which is kind of interesting. It's going to give you a good bit of recovery if you're running a character, of course, that is maxed out on mag. You're running a lot of magic here, you're going to get a good bit of recovery. Is this going to be really useful in content past maybe Overland? I'm not quite sure. I don't really see a use for it compared to other sets we already have access to, but it's still kind of an interesting set. The medium set, the Death Dancer, at 2 pieces you get adds max stamina, 3 pieces is crit chance, 4 pieces is stamina recovery, and 5 pieces adds critical chance while you have 50% or more stamina, and reduces the cost of your core abilities while you have less than 50% of your stamina. Now, we've seen other abilities in game like this in the past where, whatever your stats are, whether it be magic or stam, if you have above the 50% or below, you get a bonus of something, whether it be damage, whatever the case may be. The reducing the cost of your core combat abilities, we have some other sets, I think, off the top of my head, that give you that kind of option already. That's not bad, though. It's not a bad set. Once again, giving you crit chance while you have 50% or more stamina would be kind of hard to keep up. Keeping it above 50% or more stamina, especially in this new update that we're getting, because everyone's talking about how bad resource management is. So that might be something that's maybe used later down the road if resource management's not that bad, because that's a pretty big jump in crit chance there. But reducing the cost of your core combat abilities while you have less than 50% of your stamina could also be useful in some scenarios. So once again, nothing just eye-catching with that set either, kind of like the light set, but a very interesting set overall that could be useful maybe in some situations, or maybe more useful down the road if things get nerfed or buffed. The heavy set, of course, is Full Belly Brigade. This is going to be at 2 pieces max health, at 3 pieces max stamina, at 4 pieces max stamina, and at 5 pieces while you have a food buff active, your block mitigation is increased and your block cost is reduced. Once again, nothing just crazy here. It's not a bad set, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, there's not a lot of use depending on what you're playing for a lot of block mitigation. Now, you start getting into harder content, maybe some vet dungeons out there, of course, trials. You could use permablock, but a lot of tanks that are used to running that kind of content are not using, permanent block mitigation. So, once again, there's a lot better sets for tanks out there. Still not a horrible set. Not a bad, bonus there of health and stam. But the 5-piece bonus on all 3 of these sets just were not, like I said, not really anything. It's just kind of wows you. They're all just decent. And a lot of times I feel like a lot of these Overland sets now are made for newer players that are just, starting the game, and they're starting with this particular zone. So let's say you just now started playing ESO as soon as update 46 comes out, and you're getting into the new zone of Solstice. Of course, these sets will be great for you to pick up on a brand new player. But for players that are seasoned, have played a while, got a good bit of champion points, maybe already have, or already working towards the gear that you want, these sets just are not going to be something I don't think most people are going to be shooting for to get. Like I said, unless something changes. I'm hoping in the future ZOS is going to start updating all these sets we have. We have so many sets in game that I think would be a blast to play with if ZOS would make a few minor tweaks to them. There's so many good sets that are not used. It feels like pretty much 80% of the sets in the game are not used. And that's kind of a shame, because we have a lot of really good sets that could have some unique things done to them, and hopefully the team at ZOS will eventually look at that. Anyway, guys, leave me a comment with your thoughts. Let me know what you think about these new Overland item sets. And, of course, if you like the video, hit the like. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.